FNL Vintage. Retro runway footage. Resurfaced interviews. And style archives. Revisit iconic collections. And celebrities. Of fashion seasons past.
Welcome to Fashion News Live. I'm your host, Rocco, and I am here in Lima, Peru for Lima Fashion Week and the 15th annual Expo for textiles. Now, textile manufacturers from all over Peru have gathered here to showcase their best textiles, cottons, alpaca, so many different types, and I want to show you some. So come with me and let's experience what it's like to touch the cotton, to visually see an alpaca. Maybe we'll see one inside, I'll get to kiss him. Come on. I'm here in Lima, Peru with Luis Torres. He's the director of POM Peru. Thank you so much for having us.
Welcome to Peru.
Thank you. So what's happening here? We see textiles and we were at fashion shows last night. I know we're here for Lima Fashion Week, but in addition to Lima Fashion Week, what else is happening?
In Lima is a revolution in fashion. Now we are celebrating the Semana Peru Moda, a week where our exports, designers, show his products and ideas to the foreign visitors. We have more than 2,000 visitors, international visitors, and more than 10,000 national visitors. We are very, very happy with the products, with the international press. We have sales for more than $100 million in this Peru Mode edition.
As I was walking around the expo, I noticed that a lot of American companies, Ralph Lauren, Gap, Old Navy, Tommy Hilfiger, some of the world's largest designers get their clothes manufactured here in Peru. For example, we have Armani Collection, Armani Exchange, Armani Jeans, Adam. And it's amazing. These are swatches. And look at this. This is an Armani Exchange pink female shirt, and it actually costs $5 each to produce them here. I wonder what this shirt goes for in the Armani Exchange store. I'll have to check it out when I get back to the States. The cottons, the alpaca, the fabrics, it's like the best in the world here, right?
Yes, now we have a cotton and alpaca fiber. Is a great materials. Peru now is exporting to the more than 100 cities in the world. Textile and clothes, not only for young people, not child and children's, because we have an organic cotton, this very special fiber, and the world in this trend about nature and the health. Our organic cotton is much better to the people.
Yeah, a lot of people in the States, they're so concerned with organic, they're eco-friendly, and it seems like in Peru, you have a solution with the organic cotton, and it's very soft and very beautiful. I know that there's a free trade agreement with America and Peru. If you could tell us a little bit about that.
We are implementing this free trade agreement, and the first winners with the FTAs is our industry of the textile and clothes.
The fastest growing sector of the Peruvian economy is their textile exports. As exports increase, Peru is able to invest more into the technology, which then enhances the quality of their textile exports. This is a cotton plant. This is what it looks like in the field before they pick it to manufacture a thread, which then makes textiles, which then makes clothing. So, what advice could you give to manufacturers that are interested to come to Peru? Is there a website where they can get more information so they can learn how to manufacture their clothing here?
Yes, it's very easy. We have a web page, www.promperu.gov.pe.
We were backstage with Andrea Losa. How do you do?
Very, very good. Thank you.
So we just got done watching your show and it was very exciting. And as you see, I love black. Look at me, and you too. I felt like it was an urban tribe. Tell me about the collection this season, please.
It was inspired in the urban tribes and the concept of the urban tribes. And I wanted to make my own urban tribe. So I choose like a very unique style and one color only, because I wanted to like find the textures and make this very like moody and with this strong style, you know. So
Right.
black is the best color for that.
A bold, strong statement. And you did very much so, yes.
I hope so.
I was wondering, where were you inspired when you sat down to design this collection this season? Like something you saw, something you experienced? What was it that really inspired you prior, sitting down to create the collection?
I was in Japan like 5 or 6 months ago, and all the urban tribes there are so amazing and so unique that I think that was the point when I decided I have to do something like that, you know. So yes, it was Japan. Oh, always
Wow.
Japan.
Now, if you could define your brand, who is that woman?
I think it's a woman with personality, you know. I don't care if it's I don't know, the age or where she lives. It's if you have personality and if you like that type of style, is my type of client, you know.
Edward Adnito, how are you?
Muy bien, fine. Thanks for coming.
Absolutely. I was watching the show. You just showcased your collection, and I thought it was amazing. One thing I love, the suits and the shoes and the silk shirts and the mustache.
The mustache.
I hope one day I can make a mustache like this.
Well, I tried to create a very funny collection with a lot of color, with a lot of fans, because I inspire in the carnival, in the Peruvian carnival, because it's a season for here in Peru that we live our soul. It's like very colorful, very power, and very so we love to celebrate. And this collection is for celebrate. It's my first runway here in Lima. It's my third collection, and yes, because I'm a graphic designer, I work like a teacher now. But this is a special project for investigation, the context, the textile area here in Peru.
It seems like Peru is so strong with textiles. A lot of designers from all over the world have clothes made here.
Yes.
Because the alpaca, because of different.
The cotton, yes, we have a lot of material, but the better thing that we have here is how we do the things. The people who create, I don't know how to say, produce the clothes have a lot of knowledge, and it's very important to preserve and create a project that include these people.
Anna G, how do you do?
Fine, thank you. I'm very, very happy that you came with me in my atelier.
Well, thank you for inviting us here to have a private sit-down interview about your collection last night. I was really amazed by everything I saw on the runway. I was sitting front row watching the show, and I wanted you to tell me more about the collection, the inspiration. I know that you're Peruvian, and you probably work with alpaca and different fabrics from this country, but tell me about the inspiration, about the line. Tell me everything.
Yes. Cool. My inspiration was luxury. Luxury that you can feel in your skin and you can project, their attitude. And the fabrics inspire me because I use the baby alpaca, Italian cashmere, silk, It was the important element to construct my collection. And also the cats, the cat is so important for me. The volumes, the architectonic um, cats.
How long does it take to put together a collection?
Um, for me, this collection, 1 month.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow, that's awesome. And then if you could define the woman, who is the brand Anna G?
It's a woman who like travel, is independent, love the art. Somebody who love to express herself in different way, um, to be different the rest of the people. Um, I am classic, but in the same time modern. I want to express the manner to construct the clothes, and I make the zipper outside, and the construction, no, the construction, the pieces. Okay.
Now, are you also a painter? Because I see in the
Yes.
entrance, and you have everywhere, you have paintings.
Yes.
And I think you also did
Okay.
playing cards. You have
Yes.
playing cards that they're
Yes.
selling at Fashion Week here at Lima
Exactly.
Fashion Week.
Yes, yes. To notice
I did
that.
my research.
Okay, cool. Yes, I love to paint. I paint every day, every day. This morning I paint 8 dishes. Yes,
Wow.
because I have another cocktail next Tuesday to present my home collection in another boutique.
Congratulations.
Thank you
So,
much.
what does Anna G stand for?
Um, I um I have the new project, no, and to have my own boutique near here, 2 blocks, um, um, to complement with my home uh, collection, and continue to sell in United States and in France.
And then, what is your entire name? Because I know Anna G is abbreviation, but what's your entire name?
My entire name is Ana Maria Giulfo. It's an Italian name.
Anna Maria Gulfo. Molto gracias.
Grazie.
Thank you for
Ci
your time.
vediamo
Ci vediamo la prossima
la
volta.
prossima volta.
We are here backstage at Lima Fashion Week with Gerardo Privat. How are you?
I'm me, Hello Privat. Fine, thank you.
Good, good, good. And thank you, Ali, for being our beautiful interpreter here. Thank you for coming backstage. So I wanted to ask you about your collection. I was sitting front row and I saw different types of fabrics, different types of everything. Tell me all about your collection.
Quiere preguntarte sobre la colección, especialmente sobre los textiles,
Las texturas.
las
todo
telas,
esto.
exacto.
Nosotros siempre nos caracterizamos como, como una marca que trata de trabajar diferentes texturas, también diferentes materiales y una mezcla inesperada de colores y estampados.
Gerardo Privat is a brand that characterizes for using a variety of materials and textures, and also an array of unexpected colors as well.
What process do you go through when you start designing your collection?
¿Cuál es tu proceso de creación?
3 months. Yeah.
It takes him 3 months to create his collection.
And then how were you inspired by this collection?
¿Qué te inspiró para esta colección?
La mujer que compra mi ropa, ella es la que me inspira a seguir cada una de mis colecciones y a trabajar para ella. La mujer que compra es mi fuente de inspiración y definitivamente trabajo para ella.
He says he's very much inspired in the women that buy his clothes, and he works for them. So all his clothes are designed to suit their needs and likings.
The Privat lady.
If you could define the brand, who is Gerardo Privat? Who is the customer, the consumer?
Es mala.
He says she's bad, she's mean. Yeah, she's mean.
I'm here with Peruvian designer Alexandra Peterson. How do you do?
I'm doing well, thank you. I'm honored to have you here at my atelier. Very happy to see you again.
Sumi Kohan, how do you do?
Yeah, very well, thank you.
Good, good. Now, you are wearing an absolute beautiful dress, and I'm assuming it's yours, right?
Yeah, it's part of my collection, yes.
I cannot wait to see it on the runway. I got a sneak peek backstage, and I saw very bold, beautiful colors with beautiful fabric, which is very common. That Peru, they produce different types of beautiful fabrics, and I want to know all about your collection this season that we're about to see on the runway.
Well, I work with blends, baby alpaca with bamboo, baby alpaca with silk, baby alpaca with cashmere. I work with silk, with cotton, with linen, with many textures and many fabrics, and very organic shapes and silhouettes, because my inspiration is the haiku, the Japanese poetry.
Oh.
Yeah, and it's my inspiration, and all the pieces are very organic, and there are a lot of greens, gold, off-white, terracottas, that kind of colors. Yes.
That's very exciting. So I saw bold colors, like for example, there's the greens, there's the tans. Right now you're wearing a beautiful blue. And for example, what is this fabric?
This is a silk taffeta, and the form of the collar is like a sleeve, like the part of the tree that you can
Leaf.
Yes, a leaf. Yes,
Oh.
and you can see the leaf in
Yes.
the knitted garments and in the collars, or many details. Yes.
Now, if you could define the brand, who is the woman? Who is the customer? Who is the brand? Sumi Kohon.
Yeah, the woman is not about age, it's about the spirit. It's a woman who likes a lot of art, who likes travel, who believes in herself, who is very modern and very cosmopolitan. Yes.
And what inspires you as a creative designer?
Life every day, Asia, yes, Asia. Sometimes China, sometimes Japan, sometimes many countries of Asia, and of course my country, because we have the best fabrics here. Vicuña, baby alpaca, pima cotton, and this is a splendid fashion show to show what kind of fabric we can work, and I think it's the best part of the year, but for me is the Lima Fashion Week. Yes.
She's a designer of Libertad, which means freedom, and your collection's about to hit the runway right now in Lima Fashion Week. And I'm glad I was able to grab you. I want to ask you about your collection. Tell me about the inspiration.
The inspiration is about freedom. It's about accepting people the way they are, not judging people the way they look, their color, anything. It's just about accepting people and looking at the beauty inside of every person.
Okay. And are you from Peru?
Yes, I'm from Peru.
Wow, you're blonde, blue eyes, fair skin. It's not that common.
My mother's mother and father were from France and from the Basque country. So that's mixed Peruvian with French.
And then tell me about the fabrics that you used and the color palette for this collection.
As the first part of the collection is inspired by Africa, and Nelson Mandela in Africa. It's very colorful, a lot of orange and blues and tiger prints and many colors. And then the second part is divided in two, is inspired by Sophia Loren and the elegance and beauty of Sophia Loren. So it's very classic blacks and whites.
Claudia Jimenez, how are you?
Hi.
How are you? So we're here, and her show is about to hit the runway for Lima Fashion Week. We're here at Peru Moda. We have Ali as our translator. Thank you again. So I wanted to ask you about the collection that we're going to see on the runway.
¿Quiere que le cuentes un poquito sobre la colección que estamos a punto de ver en la pasarela?
Listo, ok. Bueno, la colección está en esta oportunidad compuesta por 40 tenidas. Estamos hablando de diferentes 120 prendas donde van a poder apreciar desde pantalones pitillos, palazos, enterizos que están ahorita muy de moda, faldas, vestidos cortos, largos, blusas, en fin. La colección es muy variada, es una colección preta por ter. Y la paleta de colores está compuesta desde los rojos fresas, pasando por todos los azules como el azul cobalto, el cian, los típicos colores tierra como el marrón, como el beige, y también el infaltable de color negro que es tan elegante, ¿no?
Hablamos un segundito para decir. Well, she says that her show is going to be composed of 40 fittings. She has more than 120 pieces on like hitting the runway just now, and she's using all sorts of colors, basically cyan, blues, reds, very like vivid colors on her runway tonight.
I remember when I came to your store and interviewed you last year, and it was amazing clothes. I'm so excited to see the clothes on the runway, and congratulations.
Dice que recuerda cuando fue al atelier el año pasado a entrevistarte y que le encantó, que tu ropa es realmente bellísima y que está muy entusiasmado por ver tu desfile ahorita, ¿no? Tu colección.
Thank you very, very much. I remember the last year in Spanish. Muy contenta nuevamente de que estés acá, que puedas apreciar la colección. Espero que les guste muchísimo. Y bueno, estamos a pocos minutos, así que empiece el show.
She says that, yeah, she remembers it very well, that she loved the interview and your show, and that she's very, very happy to have you here once again, and supporting and again enjoying the show, and yeah, let the show begin.
Thank you so much. Muchas gracias, bonito.
Muchas gracias a ti.
Absolutely. Muchas gracias. Thank you for watching Fashion News Live. Stay tuned as we continue to showcase the best of the best right here at Premun Moda and Lima Fashion Week. Susie Dyson, the most famous model from Lima, right, in the 60s. I think that's what Sergio Davila was telling me.
That's Sergio Davila. He was telling you that, yeah, that's true. I modeled in Paris, in London, in not in New York, because New York was not a market for us. And everywhere else, you know, I mean, what did I say? Milan, obviously, Rome, and also in Japan and all kinds of places.
How do you feel about Lima now having a fashion week? Kind of new. It's only been here a few seasons. Do you see the potential for future fashion weeks and things continuing going?
Well, we have to promote and sell our fashion because we are producers of two fibers in Peru. We produce cotton and we produce alpaca, which are two very fine fabrics, and we have to promote fashion properly. I think this is an initial effort, but I don't know where the buyers are. I'm used to seeing buyers out there, you know, who come from big stores and stuff like that, or boutiques, all kinds of buyers, because in fact it's about buying the stuff that's being shown.
Now,
it's not just come and have drinks and sit around, you know.
So what advice would you give to aspiring models out there that are now trying to be a top model in the business, to work overseas and around the world?
Well, get your knife out and do it because it's tough. It's tough out there now. But there's always, I think if you have a flair for doing something, do it. Be original. Be original. That was my way of making myself noticed at the time. But of course, for the time when I was modeling, it was the beginning of prêt-à-porter. So it was a really interesting moment to be out there. I remember modeling in Yves Saint Laurent with the little gold chairs, you know, and we'd walk through the rooms.
Wow.
It was that time, you know.
Now, what was the fondest memory you have of modeling?
Well, I mean, I did years and years of it. I think probably I had the most fun with Yves Saint Laurent, with Issey Miyake. Issey Miyake's shows were really spectacular. And I went to Japan and we did big shows there for the Japanese.
M from M, the movement, a very familiar face and a longtime friend of Fashion News Live, and of course mine. We are in Lima, Peru, and this is the second time I've bumped into you here. Yeah. What brings you out to Lima?
I'm beginning my new collection and wrapping up a couple samples, staying for a couple weeks.
Wow, so you get your clothes manufactured here?
I get a lot of inspiration from here and I actually get the samples made, yeah.
Oh, that's amazing. So I see you travel all over the world, and I remember interviewing you maybe for, I think, the first time many years ago, and you said that your inspiration with your collections has been from traveling and being influenced by different cultures and different ways of life from all over the world.
That's right. And I particularly love Peru because of the quality of the cotton, and the atmosphere, the culture is just fun. It's a great way to design.
So what will we see in your next collection coming out?
I'm going to focus on the specialty that Peru has, which are the Pima cotton, the jerseys, and the knits. So you're going to see a lot of soft knits that you can layer on top of each other with a couple of structured jackets.
Now tell me about the M House.
Yeah, the House of M is a corporation that will house the 3 lines that I have. You know me for M the Movement, which is the eco-friendly line, but I've also launched MVMT, which is a younger tier, more pop streetwear culture type line, and SML, which is my couture line.
And when will these lines debut?
By end of the year, and the movement has relaunched now, and as soon as I'm done here, I'll be bringing the collection back to the US and begin to sell.
Okay, and then is there a website for the viewers to get more information?
Yeah, please visit mthemovement.com.
Do you have a Facebook fan page?
Yeah, it should be under M the Movement as well.
Awesome. M, thank you so much for your time.
To see you.
Nice seeing you too. It's always fun interviewing you. Thank you so much. Hey, thank you for watching Fashion News Live, and stay tuned as we continue to showcase the best of the best right here at Lima Fashion Week in Lima, Peru.